Hi all, welcome to the PSQSPS channel. In this video, let's see how we can automate a slider. Slider means there are two web components which you can drag and adjust the values like this. Here you can see the minimum value adjuster is there and the maximum value adjuster is there. If you drag horizontally like this, you can vary the minimum value of this one, as well as if you move the upper value adjuster, you can set the value like this. So let's see how we can automate these things using Selenium plus Java. So in that case, I will open up my browser, IDE, and up to this point I have written the code to open up that particular web page that I'm going to automate. So this is nothing but this page. So first of all, I need to grab the component elements of the minimum adjuster as well as the maximum adjuster. I will inspect these two elements. So if I click on the minimum value adjuster, this will be highlighted. So if I read the properties of this component, I can see several properties are available. So in that case, I think it is good to have this class property. In the class property also you can see very lengthy class name available here. So in that case, I'm going to use this part only, UI slider handle this part. Whatever the components which contains this value will be considered for our automation. So in that case, let me find this thing and let's see how many elements are available in this DOM structure. So you can see there are two. One is this one and the other one is this one. Yes. So the first one represents the minimum value adjuster, whereas that the second value represents the maximum value adjuster. See, if you click on this one, this will be getting highlighted, as well as if you click on this one, this will be highlighted. That means you can use this property in order to get that web element. So let's see how we can do that. Okay, both the slider handles. The first web element is min handle. In that case, I'm going to use the XPath in order to grab that element. Driver find element by XPath. What is the XPath? The tag of this one is span. Relative XPath span, and the condition is whatever the values which contains this part contains open and close square bracket property of this one is class double slash, which represents the relative XPath. The tag value is span, and sorry, square brackets has to be open and close here. Which contains open bracket. The property that I am going to use is class, comma, what is the value that I am going to search for is UI slider handle, this one. Okay, now you can see there are two elements which satisfy this condition. That means you have to, as the min handler, you have to pick the first element. Therefore, I'm going to just so here also I will put another bracket here, and I need to take the first element. Therefore, I will place 1 within these square brackets and colon. Same like that, I will take the second element as the max handler. Okay, now we have successfully grabbed the two web elements, which is main handler and the max handler. Now let's see how we can play with these handlers. So in that case, we need to request the existence of the action class. I will create one object using action class, actions variable, and we need to create an object actions. We have to pass the parameter driver. So here my first attempt is to move this min value, min handler in 50 pixels into the right side. So how we can do that is act the actions object that we have created, act drag and drop. That is the function that we need to call. Drag and drop by, what is the object? Min handler. That is the component that we are going to move. Min handler, and the first placeholder represents the x offset. X offset in the sense how much pixels that you need to move horizontally. Y offset in the sense if you want to move this in horizontal vertical direction, that you have to mention the whatever the pixels that you want to move. So first thing is I'm going to move 50 pixels to the right side, and third placeholder represents the y offset. Y offset in the sense how much you need, how much of pixels that you need to move in vertical manner. So in this example, I'm not going to move this into y direction, horizontal vertical direction. So in that case I'm not going to use any value for that one. And other thing is, after drag and drop, you have to perform. After calling upon that perform function only, that will be implemented. So I will place thread sleep here to make it more clear. 1 second delay I will place here. And my next attempt is to move the max handler into the left hand side. So how I can do that is, I will use the same drag and drop function to the max handle. I'm going to move these 60 pixels into the left hand side. By that time I need to mention minus sign. If it is a minus only, that will move into the left hand side. And perform. And I will place another weight here. Then I will put 5-second delay here. Okay. Now let's execute this thing and see whether it is working fine or not. Okay, that will open up the WebDriver. See, now it is smooth. That is how you can operate a slider using Selenium plus Java. If I recap all the things that I have just explained, in the sense I have grabbed the mean value and max value handler using XPath, and first element represent the mean value, whereas the second element represent the second value, max value, max handler. After that, I need to get the assistance of the action class in order to move these elements to the right hand side and the left hand side. So I have used the drag and drop function. So if you want to move it to the right hand side, you have to place the whatever the values in positive, and if you want to move it into the left hand side, in the sense that pixel value has to be represented with negative. So that is how you can play with slider. Okay, that's what I'm going to cover during this video. So see you in the next video.